To prepare for an injury, to prepare for retirement and a moment which I guess we never know when our careers are going to come to an end. But I almost prepared from the moments of having a big injury, with an ACL injury. I think from 22 years old and spending 12 months out of the game, I had this message that I wasn't bulletproof, you know, and playing rugby league, you almost take on this mode, this character, this role that you are invincible, to get you out and to play such a game, you know, to go into bash into people and to cope with the pain that it takes.
Some advice for athletes approaching the end of their career would be to take time to really think about who they are at the moment, who they want to move, who they want to become. It's okay to grieve that process. You've been an athlete for a number of years. It's been is a very important part of your identity. So you don't need to rush it. Just take a moment, reflect, get some support, talk to people. There's lots of athletes out there who've been through a transition, so reach out to those people and find out what worked for them. It's not a one size fits all. And it's okay as well to take your time and still keep one foot in that world. You know, I work with athletes who are moving into coaching. They're doing some mentoring as well as they experiment to work out what they want to do in the future.
So I was one of these players that wasn't always like dead set certain to go into coaching. It was a bit of a slow burner with me. I didn't really think it was for me at the time. I wanted to stay involved in sport. So that's sort of why I went down the nutrition, dietetics, sports science route. So I thought I would get a job somewhere like that. I did the internship, and I think I just didn't enjoy being in the office really. I think, yeah, I still enjoyed the physical side of it. So I started to think about coaching a lot more, and I think it sounds a little bit cliche, but the longer I was playing, the more I thought I had to give back to players. So I had so much knowledge that I wanted to pass on, and it was almost quite liberating really, because I felt like I started enjoying cricket a lot more. Towards the back end, it did feel a little bit like a job, but having that senior role up at Durham and then having the eye towards coaching, I did start enjoying playing more as well. So I think it was, yeah, like a breath of fresh air, having that mindset that I was going to stay in cricket.
Set up a little coffee business that potentially, you know, it's a mobile coffee cart that I take to events. I think I see myself doing bits and bobs, not maybe a full-time job, because I really want to be a mother. I've wanted to be a mum much longer than I've ever wanted to pole vault, so that's a priority for me. I've applied for a job at British Gas, which is like a part-time hybrid work. And I've got my master's in sports psychology. So there's a few things that are like cropping up, which I'm really grateful and thankful for. So I'm definitely taking steps, so I'm going into something afterwards. I think emotionally, I see a sports psychologist I've had a long-standing relationship with. I'm also seeing like a clinical psychologist just to help that transition a lot easier, because I know it's going to be difficult. It's a massive chunk of my life that I'm leaving behind, and it's just about, like, for me, processing that. And at the minute I have bad days where I feel really sad, like what am I going to do without it, and then I have days where I feel really excited to leave it behind. So it's a tricky one, but I'm dealing with it.
To be able to build towards a career after football is a lot of communication with my teachers, coaches, to just get like a second opinion maybe of how they can support me. We've got extra courses that we do, like the DICE programme, to allow us to be better set up for university in the future. So it's just communicating with people around me to see what's best for me and how I can achieve what I'd like to after football.
I suppose better financial planning. As a young athlete, I think understanding that your career is you're not guaranteed. So knowing that you put money away, you get financial advice from, maybe not from family, maybe unless you have a financial advisor at home, but like speaking to the right people to help you through that process. And then also just lifestyle skills, like time management, making sure that you're organised with your week. People that need to know where you're going to be, know where you're going to be. I had that through anti-doping. Like, I knew I had to give my hour slot every day, so that was a lifestyle skill that I picked up quite quickly. Sleep and hydration. such a simple thing to learn to do. If you can do that at 18, 19 years old, develop sleep routines and make sure you're hydrated, actually your general life is better for those things. So those are probably 3 points that stand out for me.